Who is it? April? April who? April, are you here? Sinong April?
Tamiing, ma'am.
Tamiing. Tama ba? Are you around? Where is she? April? I cannot see her.
I think her internet is unstable, ma'am.
Okay. You have to pick another one then.
Hola, Marian, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, estoy bien.
Marian? Ask someone?
Hola, Marianina. ¿Cómo estás?
Sige lang, you have to keep the conversation going. You have to keep asking. For example, you are asked and then you answer, then you have to ask somebody, pick somebody. Sige. Keep doing that until I say stop. Sinong tinanong mo, Marian?
Marianina Angela po.
Angela. Okay. Are you there?
Hola, estoy estupendo.
Hmm.
Mariela, ¿cómo estás?
Buenas noches, estoy bien. ¿Cómo estás, Leonor?
Puro mga friends niyo yata. Naku, mag-ask din kayo ng mga lalaki. Even someone na hindi niyo close, you can ask as well. Who's the last one? Leonor. Leonor? ¿Cómo estás? Lenore? Paging? Nako ha, yung mga na sumasali lang ng Zoom, walang participation. Naka-on lang ang Zoom. Lenore, are you there? Sige, you have to pick another one. Oh, hala. Paano tayo mag-graded recitation yan? You have to keep it going. Make it faster. Okay. Kumuestas lang yan ha. Paano yung mga ibang information next graded recitation? Nako. Okay. So, we have few minutes again. This Zoom. Nako. Okay. Let's watch this short video. Okay. We'll be watching a video. Sige, ulit na lang. Take 2. Ba't ngayon na lang sinabi?
Estáis viendo Coffee Break Spanish.
Hola, bienvenidos a Coffee Break Spanish to Go. La pregunta de hoy es ¿cómo estás? Y de manera más formal, ¿cómo está usted? Lo repito. ¿Cómo estás? Y de manera más formal, ¿cómo está usted? Muy bien, pues ahora vamos a escuchar las respuestas de la gente.
Estoy muy bien, gracias.
Estoy muy bien.
Estoy genial.
¿Estamos bien? Sí.
Estoy bien, a gusto con la vida.
Yo estoy muy bien, gracias a Dios.
Bien, aunque un poco cansado. Sí, es que hace bastante calor.
Pues muy bien, estoy en la ciudad de Málaga, hace un poco de calor y un poco de humedad, pero vamos, está bien.
Estoy muy bien aquí por Málaga dándome una vuelta y hoy no hace demasiado calor, así que estoy estupendo.
Fenomenal, aquí con mi amigo Rafa, visitando Málaga y pasando un tiempo muy bueno.
Estamos muy bien, de vacaciones.
Sí, hemos venido a pasar unos días a Málaga y estupendamente.
Estoy muy contenta de estar dando una vuelta por Málaga.
Muy interesante. Pues bien, vamos a ver estas respuestas con más detalle.
Estoy muy bien, gracias.
Estoy muy bien.
Estoy genial.
¿Estamos bien? Sí.
Estoy bien, a gusto con la vida.
Yo estoy muy bien, gracias a Dios.
Bien, aunque un poco cansada. Sí, es que hace bastante calor.
Pues muy bien, estoy en la ciudad de Málaga, hace un poco de calor y un poco de humedad, pero vamos, está bien.
Estoy muy bien aquí por Málaga dándome una vuelta y hoy no hace demasiado calor, así que estoy estupendo.
Fenomenal, aquí con mi amigo Rafa, visitando Málaga y pasando un tiempo muy bueno.
Estamos muy bien, de vacaciones.
Sí, hemos venido a pasar unos días a Málaga y estupendamente.
Estoy muy contenta de estar dando una vuelta por Málaga.
Ahora es tu turno. Tengo una pregunta para ti. ¿Cómo estás? Estupendo. Pues esto es todo por hoy. Nos vemos en el próximo capítulo de Coffee Break Spanish to Go. ¡Hasta pronto!
Okay. All right. So you've already done that part, no? ¿Cómo estás? Estoy estupendo. No? Later or next meeting, again, we will do it one more time. ¿Cómo estás? You will ask each other, and we will have more elements to that, like the name, your age, and so on. And because that we will be learning and studying, discussing today. Okay? So we still have a few minutes, 3 minutes. Nah, that's too short. Okay, let's open a new Zoom link instead. Yeah? Okay, everyone, let's open a new Zoom. Hasta luego. Hasta luego. Okay, so before we proceed to self-introduction, no, we will have to discuss this grammatical concept. We have the articles or los artículos. What are these? In English, they're the articles a or a, an, the, and some. Okay, these are the definite article and indefinite article a, an, the, and some. In Spanish, los artículos. Okay, we have definite articles. What are these? A definite article is an article that indicates that a noun refers to a specific thing or to something that has been identified previously. The is a definite article. Okay, this is just a recall for all of you guys. I know this is elementary grammar. Okay, we've been discussing this ever since we were in elementary, so it's just a review. No? So definite article, it's a specific. For example, the apple is delicious. The apple maybe on the top of the table is delicious. No, you are talking to that specific apple. I don't know why I thought of the apple. Okay. Next, we have indefinite articles. On the other hand, these now refers to a noun that is not identified or specified. So, an apple, no, a book. Reading a book is good. The book is good. You see the difference? No? The book is good, meaning you're talking about a specific book, but a book, reading a book is good. Which kind of book, right? This one, we're clear. Now, What is the connection now in Spanish? It's very important because in Spanish, there all nouns have gender. All right. In Spanish, all nouns have gender, which means they are either masculine or feminine, even the objects. No, all nouns have gender. Okay. Example, we have el. We have now the definite article. In Spanish, we have four. We have el, la, los, and las. El is the masculine singular. For example, the boy, in Spanish, you have to say el muchacho. Okay. The feminine singular, the girl, in Spanish is la muchacha. Okay. El muchacho, la muchacha. What about if they are plural, if they're a lot? So the boys would now be los muchachos. You have to use now los. Okay. And the girls will now be las muchachas. Clear? So el, la, los, and las. Okay. Remember, we have to take note of this, and please listen carefully because this will be in your exam. No? The difference between Spanish and English articles. We have in the definite article, it is used with languages. The articles in Spanish is used with languages, except when using hablar and estudiar. Hablar is speak, estudiar is study. Yeah. So if you want to say English is interesting, that is the English. You don't say the English is interesting, right? You just say English is interesting. But in Spanish, you have to add the article the, which is el, which is now el inglés es interesante. Okay. The literal translation of that in English is the English is interesting. But in English, you don't say the English. So that's one difference, no? Articles, definite articles are used in Spanish when we are talking about languages, except when you say hablo or estudio or hablar, estudiar. Hablo or estudio now is I study or I speak. Let me annotate that so you don't just guess, okay? So you can see here, hablar becomes hablo and estudiar becomes estudio because now we are talking about I. I speak, I study. This is conjugated. Conjugated. Whenever I say conjugated, we will encounter that more next on the finals na. Now, after your midterms, I will be discussing conjugation. So make sure you still remember our topic in midterms because they're all connected. So when I talk about conjugated, it means the verb, we have this verb hablar and estudiar, is changed or conjugated now according to who is the doer of the action. The doer of the action. Okay. The doer of the action here is I. So you have to conjugate it. You have to add O in the end of every verb. Okay. So yung hablar nagiging hablo. You drop the AR and you change it to O. This is all this is the only thing that you have to remember for now. Okay. Don't think about how do you say you? How do you say we? Don't think of this for now because during midterms, we all focus first for I. No, I. I pronoun muna tayo. I speak. I study. No, my name is. My hobbies are. But after midterms, yun na yung she is, she speaks, her hobbies are, and na. You have to introduce other people na. Okay? But for this midterm, tayo muna. Selfish. Be selfish muna tayo. Okay? Alright. So, hablo and estudio. Going back, hablo francés. You don't use, or you don't say hablo, no? El francés. Or hablo el inglés. You don't use that. Okay? Instead, you say hablo francés. You don't use any article. Okay? Estudio inglés. You don't say estudio el inglés. That's the only exemption. But otherwise, if you're talking about the language as a concept, no, then you use the article, the definite article. Any questions so far? So far, so good? Yes. Please, no, on the side, you can write your vocabulary, verb. Today, I learned hablar and estudiar. Okay. Write down other words like interesante, but I think you already know that because that's a cognate. It's interesting. You can already identify the meaning of that. Moving on, another situation or case where you use definite article or articles is when you use the days of the week. Okay. When you use that and you mean on the day or on days. Okay. For example, on Saturday, I have to work. So, tengo que trabajar el sábado. Tengo is I have. No? I have what? Work. Work is trabajar. No? When? On Saturday. So, el sábado. You don't say tengo que trabajar sábado. You have to use the article. If you mean to say on this day, no? On that day. No? Next example, juego al fútbol los jueves. Everyone knows now the days of the week in Spanish? Yeah? No, hindi pa. Okay. So, Sábado is Saturday, Jueves is Thursdays. What about Monday?
Lunes.
It's gonna be very easy for us already because we know Tagalog na. So, Lunes. What about Tuesday?
Martes.
Martes. Wednesday? Miércoles. Thursday is Jueves. The only difference is how we spell it, okay? Especially miércoles and Jueves. Miércoles, do we spell it with Y in Tagalog? Y-E-R? No? But in Spanish, we spell it with M-I-E-R. C, letter C, coles, okay? Let me write that down. Sige, let's expand our vocabulary. Lunes, lunars. Can you see what I'm writing? Yeah?
Yes.
Martes. Yeah. I cannot use accent whenever I annotate. I'm so sorry. But accented yan ha, yung E. Miércoles. What else? Jueves. There. Next. What's next?
Viernes.
Viernes or viernes. Remember, V and B does not have a difference when you pronounce it. You can pronounce it as viernes, you can pronounce it as viernes. Okay? Sábado and what Sunday?
Domingo.
Domingo. Ayan. I thought you would say linggo. Okay, domingo. Ayan. These are the days of the week. You know why I don't teach this? Because these are just some information that you can just access anytime, anywhere. Okay, sorry. You can just access it anytime, anywhere, no? And plus, I don't want to put so many memorizations and no practical applications, okay? So this we would say we are still memorizing all these foreign words, but important is we have to apply it somewhere in a particular context. Okay. So for these words that you've learned, days of the week, you can only apply that if you know how to build sentences. So little by little, no, slowly but surely tayo. That's why I don't ask you to memorize these colors and words, days of the weeks, months for now, because we have to prioritize yung mga informations that you have to learn first, which is based on practical application. And I believe self-introduction or introducing yourself in Spanish comes first, no? Introduction lang naman kasi to. We're having introduction to Spanish. This is not really Spanish A1 class, no? Because if you go out and apply or participate and enroll yourself in Spanish A1 class in a language school, then they have that kind of drills, exercises. You have to memorize these words, and then you have to guess the articles of some nouns, all of this. You do more work. But for now, let's try to be very productive. No, kung ano lang yung kaya natin. I'm sure. I don't want to, of course, this is not a major subject, but minor, but it's not really minor kasi this again is very helpful for all of you guys, especially if you're considering a career abroad. Okay? So that's why I don't want to say it's also minor. No, it's not minor. Foreign language is not a minor thing. Okay. All right. Going back, ayan na. So just a quick discussion or mention of the days of the week. You know that already. So again, you use definite articles in saying on days or on day. Yeah. I'm going to clear that already. Now, it is important to know that the masculine plural of both definite and indefinite articles can refer to a mixed gender of group. What do I mean by that? Don't worry, I'm going to cite some example. Okay. Los estudiantes de español aprenden rápido. Okay. The students, los estudiantes of Spanish de español learn, aprenden quickly, rápido. Okay. So the group of students here can also mean female, no? It can also include female. So los estudiantes here does not necessarily mean all male, no? But if you just want to say the students, which consists of a mixture of both male and female, you have to use now masculine plural. Los estudiantes, right? You got that? Again, if you want to say a plural group or a group, plural is already group. Okay, if you want to pertain to a group of students or of anything that has a mixed gender, you have to use the plural masculine form of article plus noun. Did you also notice los estudiantes? No, there's usually S. Estudiantes. It's no longer estudiante. No. Okay. Next. Una, unos, unas, they are indefinite article. We have defined that already. What is indefinite? Yun nga, it's not specific. So one article is un. This is masculine singular. Example, un muchacho, a boy. Una muchacha, a girl. We also have unos muchachos, some boys. And unas is the feminine plural, unas muchachas, some girls. Did you notice we add S? kapag plural. Sa nouns and articles as well. Unos muchachos, unas muchachas. Okay? Now again, another difference between English and Spanish. The indefinite article is sometimes not used in Spanish where we do use it in English. Eto na. So, example. If we're stating somebody's nationality or job, we drop the indefinite article. We don't use that. If we want to say he's a Frenchman or he's a French, then es francés. Okay, you drop the article. She's a secretary. No? You drop the article una. Es secretaria. Instead of using es una secretaria, because it's so female and it's singular, so you use una, but you drop it because you're talking about a job. Es secretaria. Right? Again, indefinite articles sometimes not used in Spanish compared to how we use it in English. When we are talking about first, nationality or job. Second, no? If we are using after the verb tener in negative sentences. Tener is to have. Okay. To have. It's a verb to have. Tener. That's why tengo means I have. Going back to what I said earlier, the conjugated form of tener, if you talk about the first person speaker, which is I, the doer of the action, which is I, in the first person, you have to drop the ER or AR and add O. Therefore, it becomes tengo. But then, you have to add G. In this case, this is a bit of an irregular verb kasi hindi lang siya teno. You add G, tengo. So, tengo is I have. If you want to negate that, no, you have to add no. No tengo. I don't have. Negate lang yan. Okay, if you see no, it means don't have. I don't have. In English, we want to say I don't have a brother. It's just literally translated here, okay? I haven't got a brother. But you can also say I don't have a brother. I haven't got a brother. But did you see there's a brother. But in Spanish, you drop the and you just say no tengo hermanos. I don't have brother or brothers. No tengo hermanos. Okay? Drop the article. Also, if when talking about jobs, un and una are used in Spanish where a or an is used in English. Actually, we've discussed that in the number 1 as well, no? Nationality or jobs. These are just some more examples. Mi padre es electricista. My father is an electrician, but you drop an. Mi padre es electricista. And then my mother is a teacher. You drop the a. You just say mi madre es profesora. You don't say mi madre es una profesora. Mi padre es un electricista. To or something. Okay? Mi padre es electricista. Mi madre es profesora. How to form the plural form of the nouns? You just had, again, as I've said, ES or AS. Señor, señores. Señora, you add S. Señoras. Tía, you add S. Días. And noche, again, add S. Noches. Just an example, no? All right. Ooh, that ends our discussion for the nouns. This is just the part 1. Okay, we have part 2. Eto na. Okay, hold on. Uh-huh. Any questions so far?
Ninguno. Just.
Sorry, no tengo? Did I hear no tengo? Nada. You can say nada. Nothing. Nada. Any questions? Nada. Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
Ma'am, ask ko lang.
Nothing sa Ninguno.
Sorry, medyo cut. Nagka-cut. What are you saying?
Excuse me, ma'am. Audible po ba?
Okay, now it's audible, yeah?
Okay po. Ma'am, ba't po pala yung sa Tengo dun sa may preguntas po ng ano, yung Tengo po ba is I am, tapos yung Anyos po yung years old. Pero ba't po
Mm-mm.
yung Tengo is have?
So, the literal translation for años, did we discuss that already? I'm about to discuss that yet ngayon.
Ano po, nabasa ko lang po dun sa module, nag-skim kasi ako ng module.
Okay. You're ano na, doing advanced. Good, good. Yeah, for the age, sige, we will be yung what he is saying for stating your age, tengo 4, tengo 20 años. Huh. Tengo 20 años. So the literal translation of that is I have 20 years old. Okay. But if you're talking about your information, personal information, you have to use tengo in such a way that you say I am. No? When you are talking about personal information, then you have to use tengo in such a way that it becomes I am 20 years old. Okay? You don't use soy because soy is I am, right? I am. Soy is the verb to be, which is the infinitive form, original form as ser. That's the original form, which is to be. And if you want to say I am, use soy. That's why if you want to say your name, I am Maria, soy Maria. So why don't we use it as also I am 20 years old? Why don't we use it as like that? Because you have to use now for numbers or stating your age, tengo. Okay? That's a rule. Tengo. Alright? So,
Okay po.
don't worry. Very good, no? Nag-advance studying na si Don. Okay, baka yung iba, ano kayang pinagsasabi ni ma'am? Ano kaya yung tengo? Alright, so we will be discussing that right now. Let me share my screen. Where is that? Presentación básica or basic self-introduction. Okay, I hope everyone or some of you have also started already reading through this because we will be having graded recitation tomorrow. Am I right? Tomorrow, correct. Tomorrow we will have speaking exercises and breakout rooms tomorrow. So you will ask each other this important information. So you already have to have informations about yourself ready in these phrases. So as we continue or as we discuss it right now, you can already put that in your own words or you can already add your personal information, no, as we discuss. Now, where is that? Okay. Basic self-introduction. Of course, when introducing ourselves, we will state our name. That is el nombre, la edad. Please read the English translation. El país, el lugar. La residencia. We also talk about that. We also state our work, la profesión, and los idiomas. These languages that we can speak. Okay, sorry, let's go back. Repite, por favor. Okay, repite, por favor. Please repeat after me. El nombre. Switch on your microphones.
El
El
nombre.
nombre.
El nombre.
La edad.
La edad.
Edad.
El país.
El
país.
país.
El lugar.
El lugar.
Lugar.
Okay. You have to be, or you
No.
have to get used to your mouth being a bit big, no? That's why most Spanish speaking people speak so loud, because they're really articulating their mouth, no? Their, these pronunciations. Okay? Repita por favor. La profesión.
La profesión.
Los idiomas.
Los idiomas.
Gracias. Okay. So remember the articles as well. You can see that, no? El, la, los. If you see them, it means they are masculine, feminine, and plural. Los idiomas. Okay. Next. Now we are going to go and discuss each of them, how we ask them, and how we give, or how we introduce those, or how we answer those questions. Preguntas. What does preguntas mean? Pregunta.
Questions.
Questions. Yes. Preguntas means questions. Please write that down. Now, first we will go with the names. How do we ask the names? ¿Cómo te llamas? You already know this last week. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo se llama? Okay. ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Cuál es tu nombre? ¿Cuál es su nombre? And the answer is me llamo, mi nombre, or soy. Okay. You already know. Please take note, when you use it informally and when do you use it formally. Te and se. ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Cuál es tu? ¿Cuál es su? Okay. So here, we will have a summary later on of these words, but just to define that already. ¿Cómo is literally translated as how? ¿Cuál is literally translated as which? ¿Cuál and cómo? Okay. But if you're again asking for the personal information or details, then it becomes what? You just have to use this. No, what is your name? ¿Cuál? You don't say, because the translation of what in Spanish is ¿qué? ¿Qué? So if you are watching some films, it's like ¿qué? It's like what? But ¿qué tal? You remember ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal is what's up, right? So that's the correct translation, what, ¿qué? But you don't say ¿qué es su nombre? No? Or ¿qué te llamas? Because como, again, it can be translated as how are you called? ¿Cómo te llamas? No? And ¿cuál es su nombre? Is which is your name? Okay? Which is your name? And which is your name? Or how are you called? But of course, the more appropriate translation is what's your name? It's all just asking your name. Repite, por favor. ¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo
te llamas?
¿Cómo se llama?
¿Cómo se llama?
¿Cómo se llama?
¿Cuál es tu nombre?
¿Cuál es tu nombre?
Es tu nombre.
¿Cuál es su nombre?
¿Cuál es su nombre?
Nombre.
All right. ¿Me llamo?
Me llamo.
Me llamo.
Mi nombre es.
Mi nombre
es.
Soy.
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 Okay,
Dora.
good. Soy Dora. Good. Okay. Next. This one, you already know that. And I hope by this time you can already pronounce and speak that even without looking, no, at the meaning. Now let's go with the age. This is something new for you guys today. Asking for the age, you can say, or you can ask, ¿qué edad tienes? ¿Qué edad tienes? How old are you? Tienes is the same as tengo, but in a second person. Correct? Second person. Second person, meaning the person we are talking to. This one again, we will be discussing after your midterm exams. This is going to be part of your finals. So as early as now, it's better if you already understand the concept behind it. Tienes is the verb. When I say infinitive form, it's the untouched, unchanged version. Ito na yung to have, to speak, to run. Ito na infinitive form, no? Lahat ng may to. Pero pag sinabi natin, if we say first person, the doer is yourself or the speaker. If I say second person, the doer, if I say second person is the person you're talking to. And if I say third person is the person you are
Talking about.
talking about. Yes, good. Yung pinagchichismisan ninyo. Or the things you are talking about. It doesn't have to be persons as well. Okay? So, here, just to not feed so much of these grammar concepts for now. Relax muna tayo, no? Relax. Focus on your information, no? But just so that these words will make sense, no? ¿Qué is what? Edad is age. Tienes is do you have? You have. What age do you have? What age you have? Okay? Tienes is you have. Tengo is I have. Good? ¿Qué edad tienes? And kapag sinabi nating informal, may S ulit. If you want it to be formal, ¿qué edad tiene? You just drop the S. Okay? You can also ask, ¿cuántos años tienes? Or ¿cuántos años tiene? Which one should be used in informal situation? Informal situation. Meaning
Tienes.
friends and family.
Tienes.
Good, tienes. And tiene is for formal. Good, you're listening. ¿Cuántos now here? ¿Cuántos is how much? Or how many? How much or how many? Okay. ¿Cuántos años tienes? Okay. Then you can answer tengo. I have. Ito na yung sinasabi. Sino na nga yun? Sorry. Ni Don. Tengo años. Okay. Tengo. I don't want to reveal my age, so I would just say tengo 20. Sorry, 20. Tengo 20 años. Actually, this video is posted in my channel. So if it's not clear to you, then you can again go back to that. Tengo 20 años. I have 20 years old. Okay, I have 20. That's the literal translation, but you can just, again, if you're talking about your personal information, then it is I am. Tengo 20 años. Never use soy 20 años. Okay. Please write your age already there. Do you know how to say your age in Spanish? Is everyone having 20 years old? Or is everyone 20 years old by age? What else? 21, 22, 23.
19, señorita.
Wow! 19. Okay, 18. Okay. All right. Sige. At least now you know, our module, what is that? 4, 5. Our module 6 will be numbers. Excuse me. Will be numbers and telling time. So as early as now as well, please start memorizing numbers from 1 to 100. Only numbers, Spanish numbers from 1 to 100. Right? I will not again push you to the limits. No, so hard and memorize numbers until millions. No, again, we have to use it in a particular situation. Basically, you have to know numbers from 1 to 30 so that you will be able to tell time. But because we're talking about numbers, it's important that you're confident to count 1 to 100. Ciento. Okay? Until 100. Cien. Okay? 100 cien. So 1 to 100. So as early as now, you can start memorizing it already. Okay? And also start getting used to telling the time. Okay. Anyway, I will already post the PowerPoint of that after this, but the video discussion will be next week. We have less than a minute, so everyone, let's open a new Zoom before we proceed to the next pregunta. Okay, hasta luego. Okay, next. Let's go to where do you come from? Now the question is, ¿de dónde eres tú? ¿De dónde eres tú? Why is the tú here with parentheses? Because you can drop that, okay? You can omit that and say, ¿de dónde eres? ¿De dónde eres? ¿De dónde is from where? De is from. ¿Dónde? Apologies for not being able to put the accent, no, because it's I don't know. I cannot put if I'm annotating. There's no option for that. Donde is where, and tú, eres is de donde eres is estar. Okay, estar. Right? I know it's sorry, soy is there. Sorry for that. All right. Ano kaya yan, ma'am? All right. It doesn't make sense for now. Eres is ser. It's a verb. The verb to be. It's a verb to be, meaning in English, if I say I am, in Spanish is soy. And you now is eres. Okay? Soy, eres. Soy, me, I am, eres. No? Eres, eres Angelique. You are Angelique. Okay? Soy Maria, eres Jerbin. Okay? So this is a verb to be. But later, estoy. A while ago, oh, no. The other day, you mentioned, we talk about estoy, which is also to be. I hope I don't confuse you already. Ma'am, yung estoy, I am then. What's the difference? Okay, you might be asking, no? Do you remember estoy bien? Estoy estupendo. I am good. I am great. So estoy is coming from the verb estar, which is also to be. Okay? To be din yan. So both ser and estar are verbs meaning to be. But what's the difference? Ser is when you are talking about something permanent, no? Estar if you're talking about something that is changing. Estoy bien, estoy mal. Sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm bad. So when you're talking about the feelings, it changes, then you have to say estoy, estar. The state is changing. That current state is not the same as probably later, no? That's why you say estoy. Estoy is I am. I. Okay? If you want to know how to say that in you, when it comes to the second person, we will discuss that sa after midterms because I don't want to put too much info again. But so far, so good. So far, so good. The difference of ser and estar when it comes to soy and estoy. Good. Okay. Soy, because soy Maria, I don't change. No? I'm a person, I don't change. I don't become Maria now and later different, no? Different name. My name is not changing. It's permanent. My feelings are changing. That's why estoy bien, estoy mal. Yeah? So, eres, going back to eres, ito na yung second person, no? When it comes to the ser na verb. So, de donde eres? Where do you come from? No? Then, you can also ask formally, de donde es usted? You can drop the usted and you can just say, de donde es? And you can answer, soy de. Soy de Filipinas. Okay? Soy de Filipinas. I'm from the Philippines. Yeah. Soy de Filipinas. Repite, por favor. ¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde
Soy
eres?
Sorry.
Ay, ba't may nauna na? ¿De dónde es?
¿De
¿De
dónde
dónde
es?
es?
¿De dónde es?
Soy de
Soy de
Soy de
Soy de
Filipinas.
Filipinas.
Okay. Okay. Good. Any questions so far? Next tayo. We have next question. ¿Dónde vives? ¿Dónde vives? Where do you live? Now, you might be asking, Ma'am, bakit wala ng de? Kasi kanina, de donde? A while ago, de donde? No? Ngayon, now, donde na lang. Because this is asking where do you live right now. It's not asking saan ka galing. Saan ka nang galing? Right? Or saan ka galing. Anything that has an origin, you're asking for the origin, you have to use de. From where are you from? From where are you from? But now we just ask, where do you live? So where now is donde? Donde vives? Vives is, sorry, dondes is now the verb viver. Viver, which means to live. And again, my ES dito, vives, because you're talking to the second person. You have to add S. A while ago, if you are talking about yourself, you conjugate that, drop the AR or ER and change to O. This time, if you're talking about the second person, drop the ER here. Drop the ER or AR and change to S. Okay? Drop the R rather. Donde vives? Second person na to. Don't worry, that is not going to be part, the conjugation is not going to be part of your midterm. So it's just for you to understand. If you understood it right now, when I explained it, good, no? If not, I will explain it to you again later, after your midterms. Donde vives? Donde vive? Drop the S to be formal. Vivo, eto na. You're talking about yourself. So you have to add O again. Vivo en Berlin, because I'm living in Berlin right now. Vivo en Berlin. Vivo en Baguio. Vivo en Pangasinan. Vivo en Manila. Okay, dito nyo na sabihin, where do you live at the moment? Okay. Repita, por favor. ¿Dónde vives?
¿Dónde vives?
¿Dónde vive?
¿Dónde vive?
Vivo en?
Vivo en
Okay.
Baguio City.
Baguio. If you want to say city, Ciudad de Baguio. Okay? Or if you can just say vivo en Baguio or vivo en Ciudad de Baguio. Ciudad. Ciudad de Baguio. Ciudad de Manila. Okay, para mas social. Vivo en Ciudad de Manila. Ciu. Okay, next. Next question, ¿qué haces? ¿Qué haces? What do you do? ¿Qué haces? What do you do? ¿Qué hace? You drop the S again. Haces now is the verb hacer, which means to do, to make, to do or to make. ¿Qué hace? You have S again in the end because you're talking to the second person. Drop the S if you want to sound formal. ¿Qué hace? Or ¿a qué te dedicas? ¿A qué te dedicas? Here you can see again this te that is informal now. If you can see te, how do you make it formal?
Se po, ma'am.
Yes, correct. Yeah? Si Maureen ba yun?
Opo, ma'am. Maureen po.
Okay, Maureen. Okay, good. Right. So yes, ¿a qué te dedicas? ¿A qué se dedica? You also drop the S in dedicas. Okay, ¿a qué se dedica? Now, since all of you are students, you can just say, soy estudiante. Okay? Soy estudiante. I'm a student. Okay? Estudio. You can also say estudio. I study. What do you guys study?
Psychology.
Wow. Psicología. Okay? Estudio psicología en Universidad de Cordillera. Good. Estudio psicología en Universidad de Cordillera. Wow. If you can say that, muy bien. Estupendo. Okay. All right. Oh, did you already repeat that? Repita, por favor. ¿Qué haces?
¿Qué
¿Qué haces?
¿Qué hace?
¿Qué haces?
¿A qué te dedicas?
¿A qué te dedicas?
¿A qué se dedica?
¿A qué se dedica?
Soy estudiante.
Soy estudiante.
Estudio psicología
Estudio psicología
en
en
Universidad de Cordillera.
Universidad de Cordillera.
Okay, good. All right. Next, let's clear it. ¿Qué idiomas hablas? Eto na. We are going to talk about language. What languages do you speak? I have already mentioned hablas. What is that verb again? What is the hablar? Sino yun? Who's that?
Andrada po.
Ma'am.
Dalawa ba kayo? Who's that?
Pasyalen.
Pasyalen.
Pasyalen, ma'am.
And then? Andrada? You also
Ma'am
said that?
Andrada. Opo.
Okay. So, ¿qué idiomas hablas from the verb hablar? Okay. And again, second person is with S, hablas. Hablas español. If I say, hablas español, what does it mean? Hablas español?
I speak Spanish.
Literal translation, para hindi nakakalito. Hablas español? What does it mean?
Spanish language, ma'am.
If hablas is second person, talking to the second person, then if I say hablas español, what does it mean?
You're Spanish.
speak Spanish.
Do you speak Spanish? Hablas inglés? Of course, there's that intonation that is like a question mark. Okay, you can also say, you speak Spanish? Or do you speak Spanish? Now it depends on my intonation, no? ¿Hablas español? Or ¿hablas español? You speak Spanish. Okay. Idiomas or lenguas is language. Clear tayo doon? ¿Qué idiomas habla is formal? ¿Qué lenguas hablas? Again, as I've said, lenguas and idiomas is the same. And then hablo. You can answer by saying hablo. Hablo now is I speak. Because again, pag narinig yung O, it means it's the first person, I. Hablo español. I speak Spanish. Hablas español. You speak Spanish. Repite, por favor. ¿Qué idiomas hablas?
¿Qué idiomas hablas?
¿Qué idiomas habla?
¿Qué idiomas habla?
¿Qué lenguas hablas?
¿Qué lenguas hablas?
¿Qué lenguas habla?
¿Qué lenguas habla?
Hablo.
Hablo
Hablo
español.
español.
Hablo español.
Hablas español.
Hablas español.
Okay. Right. Next. Any questions? Okay. So here, sorry, I can help you with providing some hablo English. Then hablo, what else? Filipino, no? Filipino. If you want to say Ilocano, you can just say Ilocano, no? Hablo Ilocano, hablo Ingles, hablo Filipino. Now, since you're studying Spanish, you can say un poco de español. Sorry, wala na naman akong this one, I couldn't do it in annotation. But please, that is enye, no? That is enye. Hablo Tagalog y un poco de Ilocano. Yes, ang galing. Yes, tama si Yabes. Alright. Hablo Inglés, Filipino, un poco de Español y since I speak Spanish, a little bit Apones. Okay. Right? Hablo Inglés, Filipino. What else? What languages can you speak? Dito ba sa class na to merong Arabic? Arabic? Or sa other class? Wala. Okay, Arabica. Sino na nga yun? I forgot. So, hindi pala dito. Sige. So, you can only speak English, Filipino, Kapampangan, you can say as is. No? There. Un poco de español and Apones. No? Or if you don't speak Japanese, then hablo Inglés, Filipino y un poco de español. Taray, di ba? Y un poco. A little bit. Alright? Clear tayo doon? Yes? Good. Right. No questions so far. So far, so good. Let's have a recap. These are the answers, no, that you have to remember. Please write your information. Me llamo, mi nombre. Sorry, tapos na ba tayo sa repeat?
Soy Kathleen O. Panis.
La, sino yun? Okay. All right. Repita, por favor. ¿Qué idiomas hablas? Ay, tapos na, no? We're
Yes, ma'am.
done. Okay, sorry. Medyo nalito si ma'am. Okay. Me llamo, mi nombre soy. Tinatawanan ako ni Silvet. Okay. Tengo años. Soy de. Vivo en. Soy estudiante. Hablo. Okay, these are the phrases that you have to remember. Then you just have to fill up your information there. All right. As a summary, these are some new words to add on your vocabulary. On this side, sa orange box, you can see the nouns, no? Involving the elements in self-introduction. El nombre, la edad, el país, el lugar, la residencia, la profesión, walang space. I'm so sorry for that. Los idiomas. Okay. So, without having or putting the English translation, you already know all of these. The meaning, el nombre, la edad. Good. Now, look at the purple box naman. ¿Cómo? ¿Cuál? ¿Cuántos? ¿Qué? ¿Dónde? What is cómo?
How?
Okay. ¿Cuál?
Which?
¿Cuántos?
How much? How many? Or
How
how
much?
How
How
much?
much?
¿Qué?
What?
¿Dónde?
Where?
Where?
Good. Okay. All right. Next. Sa green box naman, you can see the verbs, no? These are just some, but I believe meron pa sigurong iba. We have llamar. Okay, I have not discussed llamar. Sorry, llamar is to call. Llamar is to call. Okay, llamar. Or I believe I've discussed this last week as well. Llamar is to call, tama? We have ser is, what is the meaning of ser?
To be.
Good. What is viver?
To live.
To live.
What again? What is viver?
To live.
To live.
Okay. What is hablar?
To speak.
Okay, to speak. Very good. Now, all good tayo dito, no? We have some videos here. This one, I will leave you guys on your free time to watch that, or on another time, probably tomorrow, no? If you are going for, if you have some extra time after your activity, you can just watch this. Again, please watch all the videos that are in your, that are already in your PowerPoint, because they will help you understand the topic more, and you will get used to hearing the Spanish words. Okay, let's see if we have time later. Okay, I think that's 2 videos. Next, introduce. Eto, we can watch this now. And
Bienvenidos a un nuevo episodio de
can you hear the audio? Yeah?
Super Easy Spanish para principiantes.
Loud and clear?
Hoy estoy en la
Mahina po yung video, ma'am.
de España y voy a pedir
Paanong mahina? Not audible enough?
Yung sound, ma'am.
Let's see.
a la gente en
What about now? Okay na?
No, ma'am.
Still the same.
Bakit kaya nagkakaproblema when I'm sharing a video? Mm. Let's see.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Is it okay now?
Yo soy Sebastián. Yo me llamo Sebastián. Yo me llamo Alejandro.
Audible enough na ba? Or mahina pa rin?
Mahina pa rin, ma'am.
May subtitle naman.
Pag nilagay ko kasi sa Mac, sa speaker. Look. Okay na? Muchas partes. Nada. This one, please listen. We will discuss it later. Nos vemos. Okay. Gracias por su atención. Unfortunately, we have to discuss the next module. Very quick lang naman. Too much na ba? Too much? Is it too much? Too much information? Okay, don't worry. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Module 5. All right. So everyone. Siguro nagdi-dinner na yung iba. Okay. Pasatiempos. Don't worry. This will just be very quick. Let me share it to you. Okay, pasatiempos we are discussing. This is another part of introducing yourselves. As you have watched in the video, diba, they are also introducing or saying something about themselves when it comes to their hobbies, right? So this is also part of the self-introduction, the last part after what languages do you speak? Then you also have to ask, what are your hobbies? Okay, what are your hobbies? Pasatiempos. Okay, let's dissect the word pasatiempos. It means hobby. Un pasatiempo is a hobby, singular. Pasatiempos with S is plural. Now, it came from the word pasar, which means to pass, no? Tiempos means time. Please remember that. Tiempos means time. To pass the time. Okay? Pasatiempos. Does it make sense? Kaya siguro hobby kasi what do you do? It's like to make the time pass. This is what you do, right? So pasatiempos. Okay. Now, question for that is, ¿cuáles son tus pasatiempos? Okay. ¿Cuáles is the same as cuál? Sorry. No, okay. ¿Cuál? Again, what is cuál?
Which, ma'am? Which?
Oh, diba? Nandun na kayo sa aking monitor. Wala na kayo sa aking headphone. Anyway, I can still hear you. ¿Cuál? And is which. So if you are talking about plural, if you want to know or talking about plural, then you have to say cuáles. Which are your hobbies? Son now is are. Tus is your plural. You remember? What is the question with tu?
¿Cuál es tu nombre? ¿Cuál es tu nombre? Your name. If you want to say your names is tus nombres. So you have to add S. So tus is your plural. Pasatiempos is plural. Hobbies. So ¿cuál? Which are your hobbies? Okay. But again, you have to, if you're asking it, what are your hobbies? You can also ask, ¿qué te gusta hacer? ¿Qué te gusta hacer? Okay, what are your hobbies? Sorry, that's not really the translation. This is also asking what are your hobbies, but the literal translation to that is what? Te gusta? You like to do. What you like to do. This is the literal translation. What you gusta is like. Hacer is to do or to make. What you like to do. What are your hobbies? It's also asking your hobbies. Right? ¿Qué te gusta hacer? So, repita por favor. Pasatiempos.
Pasatiempos.
¿Cuáles son tus pasatiempos?
¿Cuáles
son tus pasatiempos?
¿Qué te gusta hacer?
¿Qué te gusta hacer?
Okay. So another verb which you can add on your list is gustar, which means to like. No. Another verb is gustar, which is to like. You can answer the question by saying me gusta, I like. Now, may bago na dito na pronoun. We have me. Bakit me? What is me? Because it's a reflexive. It reflects what you like. The verb gusta talks about you. No, it's what you like. It reflects back to you. Gustar is a reflexive verb. So you have to use reflexive pronouns, and one is me. You don't say soy gusta or estoy gusta or yo gusta. You don't say that, no? You don't say yo gusta. But you have to use a reflexive, which is gusta, something that I like, something that you like, something that he likes. This is a reflexive, then now you use me gusta. Okay? Me like something. Okay? Now, that's the phrase you're going to use. Now we will be learning more verbs now. You have to prepare your verbs list. Keep writing those verbs list as we go. If these are your hobbies, write that down on your hobbies. Me gusta tomar fotos. What is tomar? To take. Tomar is now to take. Me gusta tomar fotos. Repite, por favor. Me gusta tomar fotos.
Me gusta tomar fotos.
Okay. What is this? Bailar. Me gusta bailar. Oh, sorry. I did not put the meaning or translation in some sentences because it's already like common sense, no? I like to dance. Repita, por favor. Me gusta bailar.
Me gusta bailar.
More, how? More wide, tapos bailar. More till on the R. Now we have ir. Is to go. It means to go. But in this picture, it's to go to the gym. So, me gusta ir al gimnasio. Me gusta ir al gimnasio. Okay, this is I like to go to the gym. It's also the same if you like to go to the movies, cine. If you like to go to the shopping mall, centro comercial. Or if you like to go to the beach, la playa. Me gusta ir al gimnasio. Repite, por favor. Me gusta ir al gimnasio.
Me gusta ir al gimnasio.
Cine.
Cine.
Centro comercial.
Centro comercial.
Playa.
Playa.
What is playa?
Beach.
Beach. Okay. Good. Beach. All right. La playa. Vamos a la playa. You know that song? No, you don't know that song. Okay, I will play that when we come back. Sige, everyone, let's close the Zoom and let's open a new one. This is the very last, very quick na lang. Okay. Correct. Perfecto. Okay, yun lang pala. So, next, moving on. Comprar. What is the verb again? If I want to say I like.
Gustar po.
Yeah, how do I say
Gusta.
me gusta. Good. Me gusta comprar. I like to go shopping. So, me gusta ir de compras. Because here I like to go. You remember to go is ir, no? And now you have to make comprar as a subject, as a noun. Compras, de compras. Me gusta ir de compras. I like to go shopping. Or me gusta comprar. I like to buy. All right. Jugar is, what is jugar? To play. Me gusta jugar al baloncesto is I like to play. What is that? Basketball. Me gusta jugar al baloncesto is basketball. You can also add videojuegos, volleyball, or for those of you who plays al ajedrez. Al ajedrez is chess. Okay, it is chess. That's my sport. Al ajedrez, videojuegos, volleyball, al ajedrez. You can also say me gusta hacer yoga. I like doing yoga. Okay. Me gusta hacer yoga. I'm gonna do a little bit faster because we have 10 minutes na lang, no? Me gusta viajar is to travel. I like traveling. For those of you who loves traveling, you can say that in your hobbies. Me gusta viajar. Me gusta tocar. I like to play. Me gusta tocar la guitarra. Or me gusta tocar el piano. Me gusta tocar el violín. Or me gusta tocar el saxophone. For those of you who likes playing an instrument. Cantar is to sing. For those of you who like singing. Me gusta cantar. Just that. What is this?
Read.
Read, and that is leer. 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 You don't say lir or liir. Leer. You have to have that cut. Leer. Me gusta leer. To read, and you can say me gusta leer. Leer. There's a pause or a cut. Leer. But not really me gusta leer. No. You have to make it smooth. Nadar is to swim. So, me gusta nadar. Me gusta escuchar is listen. I like to listen to the music. Me gusta escuchar música. No? Escuchar is listen or to hear. If you like watching, ver. I like to watch. Me gusta ver la tele. I like watching TV. Me gusta ver la tele. La tele is la televisión. The television. What is this? Cooking. Cocinar. Yes. Me gusta cocinar. And that's it. Okay, we're done. Yes, finally. Is it a lot? So for the last part, you just have to pick the hobbies that you like, no? I mean, if you can memorize everything, all the hobbies, why not? But if you just like to take photos, for example, if you just like to dance, then you can just say, me gusta bailar y tomar fotos, no? Or me gusta bailar y viajar. Y is N, huh? If there's a lot, so you can just say, me gusta nadar, leer, cocinar, cantar y tocar el piano. So you can say all of that. Any questions?
Nada.
All of those we have discussed today are part of your self-introduction. You have to be prepared tomorrow, as I will be putting you, it's either I will put you into a breakout rooms, or it's going to be graded like recitation. Like a while ago, you have to ask someone, Kathleen, ¿cuáles son tus pasatiempos? And then Kathleen would ask another classmate, ¿cuántos años tienes? All of these things, no? Just impromptu asking questions with each other. All right, so tomorrow we will be meeting. That's going to be synchronous, but you always have to check my announcement, okay? All right.